So, management of kids and management of adults. Should it be different? Should you do things slightly differently? So I talked through a scenario today from football management of under 14 children, a situation that arose, and I question whether I dealt with it the way I should have done, or whether it was more suitable for kids or more suitable for adults. So if you're somebody who works with children or somebody who manages people in general, keep on watching, keep on listening, hopefully find this useful. Welcome back to consecutive day 1623 of a diary of a Runpreneur. If you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, then do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. The more people we get in front of, the more money we raise, the more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1623 of a diary of a Runpreneur, and today's topic is about managing kids versus managing adults. Do you do things differently or do you not? And I'll give you a scenario in terms of what presented to myself during an under 14s football match today. So what happened today then? So we're at an under 14s football match away. Now in Colts football in the UK, what happens is sometimes you get a ref appointed, but more often than not, the home team, we were the away team on this occasion, appoints the ref, and linesmen are normally a party from each team. So the officials are made up of the home team's referee or an appointed ref, but 9 times out of 10 it's the home team who sorts out the referee, and then you've got a linesman who's appointed from a party of each of the teams, if that makes sense. So it's always can be controversial with officiating, certainly at Colts level. I'm just going past someone, so just bear with me a second. Cheers. There's a dog not going to savage me. But anyway, so yeah, back to the point. So what happened? We are playing football. We go 1-0 up in the first half. Half time's done. Second half we go 2-0 up, and it's relatively comfortable as a football match. But then what happens? It all goes a bit horribly wrong. It all goes a bit horribly wrong in that the guys make a mistake, just a messy goal they concede from a corner, and then the whistle should go at the end of the game. Usually you might get a minute extra time. You don't play a lot of extra time at Colts football level. And in this occasion, the referee decided to allow it to go on for an additional 4 minutes, which is very, very rare. I'm not being bitter here. This is factual information based on hundreds and possibly thousands of games, or hundreds of games over the last, from taking them from under 6s through to under 14s, with like 20 or 30 matches a season that I've experienced, so hundreds of games. It's pretty the norm. And so lo and behold, in about the 4th minute of extra time, they score the equaliser, and then the referee blows his final whistle about 20 seconds after that. The frustration is that we felt cheated to some degree, because it was extra time that shouldn't have existed, so we should have won the game 2-1. And then thirdly, it was a mistake. The goalkeeper could have easily come out and claimed the ball, hesitated. As a result, the forward nipped through from a pretty hopeful ball forward and just got his toe on the ball that just went past the keeper. So great point for them. They've gone from having no points to 1 point. From our perspective, we were 3 points in the bag to losing 2 points, so only having 1 point to take from that game, as you going to get 1 point for a draw. And we had a bit of a debrief or a post-match team talk at the end, and I'm just the assistant, so it's always the other coach who does the bulk of it. But he always asks for my opinion, and I always give it fairly because I've played a lot of football over the years and I've now coached for many years. And my take was he was very much going in at the way that, guys, we were cheated on that, which, keep your heads up, we should keep on going. He was picking the kids up, and for that I think is point one from this topic is with children you need to encourage a lot more. But I don't think, from my perspective, I don't think you should shy away from the truth either. And so the team was going in the direction of, you know, don't let it affect your weekend, guys. You did really well. Unlucky to come away without the win. And although I agreed with some of that, I felt the need to raise the point that, guys, it was out of our control in terms of the time, but what was within our control was the mistake we made at the end to gift them a goal. The reality is, the goalkeeper comes out and claims that ball confidently. The forward doesn't get a look in. It was a hesitation from the goalkeeper, a missed kick from the defender, and the forward nipped through and was given a gift, which he gladly took. So I get what Nigel is saying, who's the other coach, and that, yes, you know, we've been hard done by from a refereeing decision, which you could argue was gamesmanship. I mean, the reality was there's no way in a million years should we have played that amount of time, but you could also say he could have, for whatever reason, been stopping the time every second that the ball goes out of play and then restarting it after, but that was inconsistent with the timekeeping in the first half, so I didn't really buy that. But nonetheless, so my take was, guys, we've got to finish games off. We were 2-0 up and we've given 2 mistakes away, and this is what happened, this is what went wrong, this is what we need to get better at. And I didn't do it aggressively or overly assertively. I was very calm and kept my emotions very much in check when delivering this analysis, but I felt the need to tell them the truth and understand what they did well and what they didn't do well. And to put it in perspective, our team it should be challenging for the league title. We're one of the best attacking teams going forward, but defensively, from the kind of defensive midfield back to the goalkeeper, we're certainly not one of the best teams in the league at defensive. We don't do the dirty work and the kind of the graft, the hustle that some other teams do better than us. Hence, we can often drop points against teams who are potentially inferior at football than us, which should never be the case if the hard work and effort's in place. So that's kind of my mindset, and that's why I felt I needed to tell them the truth. But I think the learnings from my diary today is the difference between managing children to managing adults. I think, yes, you do need to tell the truth and you need to treat it and let them understand if they've made mistakes. You need to tell them that, you need to tell them what they need to improve on. But I do think you need to have a stronger focus on encouragement with children. So I think overall we got it just about right with the encouragement from one coach, and perhaps we're bringing them back down to earth a little bit from me. But sometimes home truth needs to be said so that they can try not to make those mistakes again. I worded it very carefully. I said the frustration is, certainly for a goalkeeper or a defender, you make a mistake, it costs you a goal. But I'd rather you make a massively confident mistake, a really decisive move that's just gone horribly wrong. No problem with that. You've made a decision. It might not be the right decision, but you've confidently done it. We're getting caught so much from tentativeness or indecision, hesitation, and it's resulting in gifts for the opposition. And those mistakes are inexcusable in my opinion. I think you need to be able to make that confident decision, make that move, and the number of goals we concede in the same style of today would be almost eliminated overnight with the confidence in the goalkeeper to talk loudly enough to tell and communicate with his teammates that he's his ball and to come and claim it. So yeah, ultimately, I know it's a bit of a waffling learnings. I think the reality is managing children and managing adults, you can keep some similarity. You would possibly be a little bit harder on adults because they generally have a more resilient mind. Not always, but they generally can bounce back a bit quicker with a more developed mind. Where with children, their mind is still developing, still getting all these experiences, which is going to give them the kind of mental resilience moving forwards. Because they're not at that stage yet, make it a little bit more encouraging, lift them when they're down, but you can still tell them the truth whilst lifting them. So yeah, not sure if that's any use to anybody, but it's managed to help me analyse and assess the aftermath of a pretty frustrating game of football at under 14s level. So anyway, that's it from me. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do remember though, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, the distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, do give this a subscribe, share, like, comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.